Hello, Hub family. Welcome back to yet another episode where we're diving into an action-packed lineup that'll keep you entertained and thoroughly engaged. So buckle up. The music industry has long celebrated the unparalleled talents of Rihanna and Beyonce, two global superstars who have redefined pop, R&B, and cultural influence. Both artists have amassed colossal fan bases, critical acclaim, and commercial success, but debates over who reigns supreme persist. Chartmasters.org is renowned for its meticulous analysis of music consumption, combining traditional sales like physical albums, singles, and downloads, streaming data from audio and video platforms such as Spotify and YouTube, and trend statistics to gauge an artist's global reach. Their proprietary comprehensive streaming and sales popularity concept, or CSPC methodology, converts streams into equivalent album sales and accounts for market-specific data from platforms like Genie, AWA, and Boomplay. This holistic approach ensures a fair comparison across eras and regions, making it ideal for pitting Rihanna against Beyonce. The 23 categories evaluated likely include metrics such as total equivalent album sales, cumulative audio streams, Spotify lead streams, daily Spotify streams, YouTube views, pure album sales, single sales, global chart performance, and trend longevity. While the exact 19 categories where Rihanna leads and the 4 where Beyonce excels are not explicitly listed, we can infer key areas based on Chartmaster's data and the artist's career trajectories. Rihanna's edge in 19 categories underscores her status as a commercial titan. Since her debut in 2005 with Music of the Sun, Rihanna has released 8 studio albums, delivering a string of chart-topping singles like Umbrella, We Found Love, and Work. Her ability to adapt to evolving musical trends, spanning pop, dance, reggae, and hip-hop, has cemented her global appeal. Rihanna's streaming numbers are staggering. According to Chartmasters, she ranks among the top female artists on Spotify, trailing only Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and Billie Eilish. Her catalog, bolstered by hits like Diamonds with 1.261 million equivalent album sales and Work with 1.494 million equivalent album sales, has amassed over 30 billion lead streams on Spotify alone. Her versatility ensures consistent streaming across diverse markets, from the United States to Latin America and Asia. Chartmaster's methodology, which extrapolates streams from platforms like Boomplay and Anghami, highlights Rihanna's dominance in emerging markets, where her dancehall-infused tracks resonate deeply. In contrast, Beyonce's streaming footprint, while impressive, lags slightly. With 26.6 billion Spotify streams as of January 2025, her biggest hits like Halo, with 1.668 million equivalent album sales, and Crazy in Love with 1.283 million equivalent album sales perform strongly, but her focus on cohesive albums over standalone singles limits her streaming volume. Rihanna's singles-driven approach likely contributes to her lead in categories like total audio streams, daily streams, and cross-platform streaming estimates. Rihanna's sales figures are equally formidable. As of 2020, she had sold approximately 283 million records worldwide, placing her among the top 1% of all-time best-selling artists, alongside legends like the Beatles and Michael Jackson. This includes physical albums, singles, downloads, and music videos with 150 streams equating to 1 record sale per RIAA standards. Her album Good Girl Gone Bad and singles like Umbrella drove massive sales during the download era, a period Chartmasters notes she dominated. Beyonce, with 160 million records sold, including 60 million from Destiny's Child, is no slouch but falls short of Rihanna's totals. Her 6 solo albums, while critically lauded, have lower pure sales than Rihanna's 8, partly due to Beyonce's later pivot to streaming-focused releases like Lemonade and Renaissance. Rihanna's lead in categories like pure album sales, single sales, and total equivalent album sales reflects her prolific output and commercial consistency. Spotify-specific metrics further tilt in Rihanna's favor. Chartmaster's daily updated rankings show Rihanna as a top-tier artist with songs like This Is What You Came For, 1.809 million EAS, and Needed Me, 1.082 million EAS, maintaining strong daily streams. Her catalog's depth, spanning club bangers to emotional ballads, ensures sustained listener engagement. Categories like lead streams, total track streams, and monthly listener peaks likely favor Rihanna as her music aligns with Spotify's algorithmic playlists. Beyonce, with 56.7 million monthly listeners, commands a massive audience, but her Spotify performance is more album-centric. Tracks from Cowboy Carter and Renaissance thrive, but her reliance on visual albums and less frequent releases means fewer tracks compete in Spotify's top charts. Rihanna's edge in Spotify-related categories, such as daily stream growth and playlist reach, reflects her singles' ubiquity. Rihanna's trend longevity is a key factor in her dominance. Chartmaster's trend statistics likely measure metrics like catalog resilience, streaming growth rates, and cultural relevance over time. Rihanna's ability to remain relevant despite not releasing a new album since Anti back in 2016 is remarkable. Songs like Love on the Brain, 998,000 EAS, continue to gain streams, fueled by social media virality and playlist inclusion. Her Fenty empire and global influence keep her in the public eye, boosting her trend-related metrics. Beyonce, while a cultural force, sees her trends tied to album cycles. Releases like Cowboy Carter spark massive spikes, but her catalog streaming growth is less consistent between projects. Rihanna's lead in categories like streaming trend stability and long-term chart performance highlights her evergreen appeal. Beyonce's victories in 4 categories, well, they really showcase her unique strengths. As a performer, songwriter, and cultural icon, she excels in areas that prioritize artistic influence and fan engagement over just raw commercial metrics. One likely category where Beyonce outshines Rihanna is, social media influence. With over 156 million Instagram followers compared to Rihanna's 87.5 million, Beyonce fosters a deeper connection with fans. Her posts, which blend personal insights, activism, and brand endorsements, resonate widely, commanding up to $1 million per sponsored post. Chartmaster's metrics may include fan engagement scores or the Luminate Index, which actually ranks Beyonce third globally for influence behind only Taylor Swift and Adele. Beyonce's focus on albums as artistic statements probably secures her wins in categories like album streaming share or, critical acclaim metrics. Her self-titled album Beyoncé from 2013 pioneered the surprise drop model, and Lemonade in 2016 really redefined visual storytelling. Chartmasters notes her eponymous album as an early streaming leader with tracks like Drunk in Love, that's 793,000 equivalent album sales, driving consumption. These projects might give her an edge in album-specific streaming or equivalent album sales per release. Beyoncé's third win could be in a category like industry impact, where her role in shaping music distribution, think title exclusives, and genre innovation like Country with Cowboy Carter really stands out. Chartmaster's Artist Success Rating, or ASR, gives her a score of 229, which is comparable to Rihanna's, but boosted by her Billboard Hot 100 dominance, with 46 weeks at number 1. Finally, Beyoncé's live performances, they're famous for their theatricality and sell-out tours, and that may clinch a category like tour revenue or concert streaming impact. Her Formation World Tour and Renaissance World Tour grossed hundreds of millions, outpacing Rihanna's touring figures.